like and subscribe.
Warning. This video is a review to Good Times Reboot and educate people about history. During this video, you will hear words like nigga or coon. I am in no way condoning discrimination towards any groups, organizations, etc.
The fall off of black television.
No, 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 no!
Welcome back, one and all, to the fall off of black television. It's your host, Jumpman, and I know y'all been waiting for this one. We start off our episode with Reggie in the shower singing with a roach before he is interrupted by his wife Beverly.
Good Sounds like you woke up on the right side of the projects today.
Beverly asks Junior to paint the hallway, but instead he paints Black Jesus.
Now come on, baby, get up.
Morning, Mama.
Junior, what is this? I asked you to paint the wall in the hallway.
Then enters Gray, who's complaining that Delphine, the building manager, should be the one who's cleaning up all the mess, and that their family is being duped into doing it themselves. And then Gray takes her time to say this about Spam.
What have I told you about protesting before breakfast?
Spam is not breakfast. It's a pink racist meat designed in a lab by a pink racist.
Now just rub some crumbs around your mouth so when the judges come to our apartment, they'll think I fed you.
The dad, Reggie, comes running out of the bathroom because, what do you know? The heat got turned off. They couldn't pay the bill. So he goes to look at his rainy day fund, and guess what? Beverly spent the money. Go figure.
What happened to my secret stash?
Well, there was a secret sale on pillows and candles and light fixtures.
It's supposed to be for emergencies.
This contest is an emergency. I'm tired of being the only Evans family that never won. And first place is not going to the family with the Henry's chicken bucket as a lampshade.
Oh, all of a sudden we too good to rebuy the extra crispy light? And as soon as my legs thaw out, I'm going to get that money so I can help you win the right way.
For once, I feel you, Gray. Their drug dealer baby Dalvin is out making moves when he's approached by 3 other drug dealer babies. And also, Lil Baby sits there and tells them that the reason why they're doing it is because street cred is good for the algorithm. You know what I'm saying?
Ain't y'all like rich rappers?
Street cred's where the money at, you feel me? Deal drugs, get arrested, then drop the album like that. Make the algorithm go crazy, bro, you know what I'm saying?
You know what the crazy thing is? A lot of comedy is based in truth. So anyways, Dalvin refuses and Baby Birdman starts shooting at him. Meanwhile, the father is out trying to make some cash to pay the rent. He wound up ending up with a $24 bill. Go figure. He also ends up with somebody's sobriety chip. But that was not the kicker. Here's the funny part.
And here we are.
Here, keep the change. I had a good day in the market.
Bitcoin? You metaverse niggas kill me. How you expect me to pay my heat bill with 5 bits of a coin?
Just in case you're wondering, this is how much money Reggie threw away. Meanwhile, Beverly is talking to the building president, Delphine, and she's explaining to her that there's going to be a new criteria to pick the winner for this contest, and that they will be taking a more holistic approach this year. Y'all won't believe this.
A holistic approach.
Y'all hear that, ho? We got a shot to win. Not that kind of holistic.
So Beverly goes back home and prays to white Jesus for Dalvin's return, but the frame breaks. So she prays to black Jesus instead, and she prays for her son Dalvin's return. At the end of her prayer, she says this, though.
Dalvin! Oh, I guess colored people time is only an earth thing.
It's like they dug to the bottom of the racist garbage bin for these jokes. Ladies and gentlemen, the work of a talentless writing staff. So anyways, Dalvin is reunited with his mom, and he's happy, and he's still hiding from the drug dealers, but his dad returns back home and lets him know that it's not flying like that. She then goes to her friend Lisa, who has 15,000 businesses in one, and I guess that's some type of joke on how black women have independent businesses? Don't think about it too much.
Please help me with Miss Gilroy.
Oh, Mrs. I haven't seen you.
She dead, Bev.
So while Beverly's getting Dalvin, the crackhead baby, baptized, the dad is taking Junior out to the billiards to teach him how to take care of his family. You know, black guy stuff.
You broke great-grandpa's pool stick?
James Evans was the greatest pool player in all of Chicago.
Reggie and Junior clean up the entire pool hall and whoop on everybody's ass, but Junior came back with like mere change. And his dad is like, bro, put that dust back in your pocket. They are then approached by a man named Minnesota Matt who wants to avenge the honor of his grandfather because he lost to his grandfather, James Evans. Reggie takes the deal and gives up the money, and they do get off on one funny joke. One.
I stay here any longer, I can afford to leave your mama.
Dad, you want to leave, Mom?
No, son, I was just shit-talking. It's a pool hall. That's what men do when they're by themselves and they can't get into trouble. Besides, this isn't nearly enough money to leave your mama.
You got one, Good Times. You got one. Meanwhile, Beverly is getting Dalvin baptized, and the voices that I'm hearing out in this crowd, y'all, it's insane.
Facts! Shit, big facts!
You dunk him in that holy water, it'll probably start bubbling.
After a while, Dalvin has had enough of the cooning and buffooning, so he walks outside. Gray is outside being fed by pigeons, and Dalvin is kidnapped by the same drug dealers he's seen earlier. Then Delphine shows up. Then Beverly does this.
He just...
Oh, these poor, unhoused folks. If only they were part of a loving, caring, freshly painted family unit.
Reggie is at the pool hall, whooping on Minnesota Matt's ass, about to take the last winning shot, but Junior messes him up. But even though Junior messed him up, Minnesota Matt knew that with that last shot, Reggie would win. So what does Minnesota Matt do? He throws the game. But then, he chooses Reggie's own son to play against him. Pretty much how Reggie's grandfather broke up his family, he's trying to do the same with him and his son. Which might be actually working since Junior say this creepy ass shit.
Here I go, Dad, the moment I become a man. You know, if we were lions, I'd have to fight you to death. But I like to think you'd be proud of me then, too. Right before you bled out. Right before you bled out.
Reggie gets a call from Beverly to save Dalvin, and he has to give up all the money he just won. So now they're in the car trying to save Dalvin from the drug dealer babies, and Beverly is using her breast milk as a compass to find him. And then, out of nowhere, I hear this bullshit. Listen close.
MLK Drive. Good Reverend would shit a brick in a white's only toilet if he could see this.
Ladies, move, everyone. He's the best. Dalvin realizes why he's being kidnapped. It's so he can be sold to a white Instagram model. I'm not making this shit up.
You ain't have to take a nigga binky, man.
Hey, look, shawty, no one killing anybody. It's bad business.
Just a little wing action so we can maximize our return.
What you mean, return?
Oh, he's perfect. And binky-less, right? Oh my goodness. His skin will look so good on Instagram. This is what I get for trying to adopt American. I should have ordered from Cambodia. Those babies are way more grateful. And easier to light in photos.
Hand the baby over.
Nigga, you ain't my dad. Ah! Damn, hands up.
He can get it too.
Ah!
Boy, get your hands away.
Ah! Lord have mercy. Oh!
This next fight scene was the only acceptable part. You got two Good Times.
Hurry, it's almost set. Wait
Yeah.
outside.
Fine.
Well, we're all here and just in time.
Actually, you're late. The project clock says 6:01. Better luck next year, perfect Patty.
It's okay. They decide they'll be the Evans of New.
I thought our family had to win this stupid contest to prove we were just as good as the Evans of old. But the truth is, we're the Evans of New.
Ain't nothing wrong with that. We just have to be us.
But I guess they don't gotta really be them. Because afterwards, Delphine comes back to the apartment, gives Beverly the house award, and it's only because Gray is outside with flies, and Dalvin is outside with a gun. And they get the keys to the penthouse.
To the penthouse?
Back at home, Gray has went back to eating the same food she was protesting about, which means everything that she did was for no reason. Also, the family didn't have to learn any lessons, because winning the competition means they got 1 month free and 2 weeks without cockroaches. The episode ends with a safe crashing down on the family because Dalvin is now staying upstairs in the penthouse. That's right, y'all. They end the episode here. JB Smoove has a couple notable roles on TV, but I mainly know him for his voice work, like stuff like this.
According to prison rules, I became Lewis's bitch after he beat up my previous husband. After that, we had 3 years of wedded bliss. We shared a home.
Slink the Coon. You guys might know him for his roles in Grand Theft Auto 5.
Don't hate me because your kids love me more than they love you. Maybe if you quit being so uptight and let Uncle Lamar give them some game, you'll have some harmony in your household.
Marseille Martin, the young coon. I feel bad for her because she just young cooning.
Mom and Dad cornered me about that sweatshirt. You'd think after Dad yelled at me for like an hour, we'd be done. But no, here comes Mom to yell at me in her quiet way.
Jay Farrow just do a lot of impressions. His discography was pretty much just this.
Do everything you wish you could. And that's rich coming from a guy called Rexplode. You think up that grade school shit yourself? Or did somebody help you with that?
And Yvette the Coon, best known as the loud-ass manager.
Better get home before all those insane people eat Drake alive.
Drake's in trouble? Woo! Come to Drake!
Can we talk about Boondocks for a second? Boondocks was the most revolutionary, beautiful black show to have ever touched my TV screen. And when I say ever, ever, you know, it wasn't just a show about being black. You feel me? It was a show about social topics, political topics. It made you understand and feel where the characters were coming from. Norman Lear passed away in December of 2023, just 4 months shy of being able to see the culmination of his work in animated form. He was used to making all his actors coon and buffoon. Look at the parallel, y'all.
You're not joining anything. This happens to be a KKK meeting.
You bet it is. And everybody in here is proud to be part of the K what?
The scum we're trying to get out of this building is you, boy.
Boy.
Up. I hate blackface. I just can't get this shit off. Besides, Whoopi done wrote everything I'm gonna say here tonight, so it's all right. Ain't that right, you smelly nigga?
I didn't write that.
Well, you is a smelly nigga.
But that's because the show was actually stolen from a man named Eric Monte.
Well, how many episodes did you write for on
Just that one.
that one episode? But that really was the impetus that created
The Jeffersons.
the
Yeah.
Jeffersons.
Yeah.
And so did you work on the Jeffersons?
No.
Why?
Well, I pitched the show in 1971.
Uh-huh.
And his first thing Norman Lear said when I came into the office was, America will never buy a black man calling white people hunky in a sitcom.
Huh.
So then I pitched Good Times, what became Good Times. That was in 71, and Good Times didn't come on the air until 1974.
Yeah.
And in those 3 years, me and Norman must have had at least 20 meetings. And the one note I got in every meeting without fail was, you have to get rid of the father. A strong black man don't work in a sitcom.
Hmm.
So when it went on, when he did Maude, and he introduced Escarole as Florida.
Mm-hmm.
So this networks decided to give her her own show. And he took the show that I had created to the networks, and they said, okay. So she insisted on she didn't want a matriarchal family.
Mm-hmm.
That's why the father was on Good Times in the first place.
Mm-hmm.
So then I went to work as a staff writer for Good Times. And I caught hell because Norman Lear was an incredible racist, but he didn't think so. And everything they wrote was stereotypic. They thought of black humor as, yowza boss, I was going to go down by the river.
Yeah.
And I'd fight them tooth and nail. They'd ignore me in the offices, take that yowza stuff down to the cast. Don Amos, Estoril, and John Dubois would have a fit. I would give them what I had written. They said, they go, okay. Norman Lear would reluctantly shoot it, put it on the air, and it became a big hit. After the first season, even though I had done 80% of the rewrites and had 2 shows of my own, that I had written all by myself to go on the air. And the white writers, all 4 of them, 3 of them, had only done 20% of the writing, and they'd only gotten 1 show on the air. After the first season, I was demoted, and they were promoted.
If anybody was wondering how I felt about the first episode of Good Times, I'm appalled. I'm sickened. That trailer that I watched had nothing, and I mean nothing, compared to the monstrosity that I watched on my TV screen. The roaches, the knockoff Huey Freeman, the daughter being the knockoff Huey Freeman, and she's supposed to be fighting for her revolutionary rights. The religious mom who just prays to whoever whoever is good enough for her to pray to. The way they represented black females in this show, there was nothing but drugs and poverty and sickness compared to, connected to this show. And it makes sense. The person who created this show made people in Hollywood act like coons. They made people act these ways, so we can't be surprised that this is what they give us at the end of the day. And then black people have the nerve to connect themselves with this musty-ass entertainment. It makes me sick. And for all the people in the comment section talking about, oh, this is a good show, y'all need to get a reality check, man. They making fun of you. That's all I wanted to say, y'all. I hope everybody enjoyed my episode 1 breakdown of Good Times. I hope you liked it. If you didn't, hey, man, get a reality check, man. It's your boy Jumpman, and